whenever you need to know about approaching severe weather. WHIO.
All right, it's time.
We get the show on the road.
I've been waiting for it all day.
And not a moment too soon.
Listen to talk radio.
This guy, Todd.
Monday through Friday.
5 to 7.
He's weird.
Best thing on the radio!
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, Todd, you got off the couch today. So we're gonna give you just a little bit of praise. A little bit of praise just for you. Well, you actually got off your couch today. You know we gotta give you praise. Sing that name. Sing that name. Oh, Todd, we praise you.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. We got an abbreviated show tonight. We got UD basketball. The Flyers, first round of the NIT tournament, taking on Florida Atlantic down in Florida. They had to travel to Florida, I hear, because, of course, the first four is going on at UD Arena. So normally the number one seed, which are the Flyers, would get to play at home, I guess. But because there's already games there, they had to hit the road. So we got pregame coming up tonight just after 6 o'clock. And then we got the game with Larry Hanskin, voice of the Flyers. And I heard about this today. And I got to tell you, this is pretty cool. Our friend Parker Testa. He is I wouldn't say he's an aspiring sports guy. He is a sports guy. And he's done some play-by-play for the Wright State Raiders. He is making his debut tonight alongside Larry Hanskin, calling the game. That is awesome. So congratulations to Parker. I know he's not in earshot of this, but Parker Testa is he's getting a shot tonight. The boy's going to shine. I can feel it. So yeah, that's coming up tonight. The other thing I wanted to talk about at the beginning of the show here, I went downtown today for lunch, and I went to Tony and Pete's, and I thought, yeah, Dalton, my producer, he's like, oh yeah. Tony and Pete's restaurant, sandwich shop. It's downtown. It's on 3rd Street. I've been trying to be consistent. Every week I stop in. I love that place. It's so cool. It's locally owned. It's I wouldn't call it a mom and pop shop, but it's locally owned. A couple of young people are running it. It's named after their dads, Tony and Pete, right? We actually had somebody on the show from there. But they have this great sandwich called the Z93, which is named after the radio station that was here for many, many, many years. And I worked there. But I've been going down there quite frequently. I enjoy it. I'm really hoping that maybe they'll name a sandwich after the show. That's really my angle, is to try to grease the wheels enough to where they'll come up with some sort of evening edge sandwich. I mean, if they're going to make a sandwich for a radio station that is long gone, they ought to at least do one for a radio show that's, present day. That'd be kind of cool. But that's not why I bring up going downtown. Not for the yummy sandwiches there at Tony and Pete's, but rather the construction. So I was going down 3rd Street after I left, and I got to Main Street right there by Courthouse Square, and it's all blocked off. It's closed. And I was like, well, what's going on? That's kind of an unusual thing to see, like this gigantic block just shut down. So I got my sandwich. I came back to the station, and I hopped on the interwebs, and I went to WHIO.com, and there's a story there, in fact, about how there is construction in downtown Dayton right now, and it's causing all kinds of havoc for folks who work downtown, travel through downtown. And it turns out that they now, I heard a little bit about it, but I didn't know really what it was all about. I know that there's an anniversary of the Bosnian peace talks. If you've been here for a long time, like I have, you remember they had the big Bosnian peace talks during the Bosnian War back in the 90s. They had it over at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And so now it's the anniversary. I guess it's probably what, the 25th, maybe 30th anniversary. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I think so. But anyway, they're doing it downtown. And I thought, oh, okay, so why are they trying to get construction done? Well, apparently they've had these projects on the books for a while, and they weren't really slated to be done yet, but they decided because all these NATO delegates are coming to Dayton, they wanted to have it done. And I thought, okay, well, what are they going to do? Is it going to be more parking, or, how is this all going to work? So I dug a little deeper. And what they're trying to fix, one project in particular, and it's actually two. One, they're trying to create bike lanes. Bike lanes? Are the NATO delegates known for their bicycling? Is that the story? Is that why they're trying to get it done? Is there going to be an inordinate number of bicyclists downtown during the NATO summit, spring summit? And then the other thing in the story I saw, it's about beautifying the area. So we're trying to beautify downtown and the bike paths for the NATO summit. I thought, okay, well, I suppose. I don't know that we needed bike lanes for the NATO summit, but whatever, But now they're working overtime to try to get this done. And I thought, all right, well, what else is going to be going on downtown? Now, I didn't know about this. Along with this NATO summit, we're going to have our very own NATO village. Have you heard about the NATO village? So between the dates, let me see if I can find them here. Let's see, May 21st, Wednesday, May 21st, through the 26th, which I think, let me look at my calendar real quick. I think that might be Memorial Day. Yeah, it's Memorial Day. So through Wednesday, the 21st, through Monday, the 26th, there's going to be a NATO village downtown. And what that means is basically restrictions. Lots of restrictions. There's a map on the NATO Summit website, which you can check out, where it shows the NATO village, and it's going to have limited pedestrian access, limited vehicle access, probably almost none. Maybe that's where the bicycles come into play. I don't know. If we can't drive down there, maybe the only way will be, the bicycles and those fun scooters. I'd like to see some NATO delegates on the scooters. Maybe we could have delegate scooter races right down Main Street. Start at the courthouse and race right into the Miami River, right there, because that's where it's going to start. The NATO village, and I don't know. It looks almost like it's going to be sort of gated off or fenced off. This gigantic, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 11, 12 different blocks are going to be part of this NATO village. And I'm really guessing that it's going to be shut down, because they're going to have all these folks from around the world coming here for their spring summit. Now, Don't misunderstand. I'm not knocking it. I think it's great that they're coming to Dayton. You know, it's just another opportunity for Dayton to shine. That's great. But I'll tell you, if this perimeter downtown, if it's going to be that restrictive, that is going to cause some major problems for people who work down there. Now, admittedly, there aren't as many people that work downtown maybe as there used to be, but there's still a good number of folks. So that'll be kind of interesting to see what happens. Let's see. They say the entirety of the session, restricted road traffic, limited pedestrian walkways, reduced public transit options, including RTA, taxis, and ride-sharing apps. Those will all be impacted. Let's see. Dayton residents who live within NATO Village will have access to the residential building through the session. Oh, good. So they're not going to remove you from your home during the NATO summit. That is good. That is good. There'll be parking restrictions, and there will be identification requirements at access points. So get ready to show your papers to anybody who asks when you're downtown. And here's the other, in case you were thinking, hey, this sounds like fun. This sounds like a swinging time. I want to go. I want to go to this. Can anyone attend the assembly sessions? No, you cannot. Only credentialed individuals are allowed to access NATO Village and attend the assembly sessions. So you may live down there. They'll let you in your house, but don't you dare leave. Because if you do, they're going to find you. Oh my gosh. They say there's going to be about 300 people, 300 parliamentarians from 32 NATO countries. They'll be here in Dayton. Their families and staff are welcome to join. Additionally, U.S. officials, invited guest speakers, and staff will join. The approximate number, 1,000. So those 12, 13, however many blocks they are downtown that are going to be closed, essentially to the public, it's for those 1,000 people. So make your plans now, week before Memorial Day. If you live downtown, you might want to get out of town.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
All right, folks, I'll be right back. I got guests here. I'll be right back. All right. Hello, everybody on the live stream. Sorry, I just have some guests. Had to get them situated. They asked about my history, so I give it to them.
Fed makes a decision on interest rates today. We'll have latest at 5:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
This guy was smart, sophisticated, professional. I mean, really, really great.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. It is Wing It Wednesday. We're doing it an hour early because we got UD basketball tonight. And I've got some folks in here from the Kettering Fairmont Band Boosters. And we're going to talk to them about some of the projects and fundraising efforts that they've got coming up throughout the spring and summer and fall. So that's coming up after the news. Right now at eveningedgetodd.com, you can register to win a Dayton-made basket from First Florist. My friends at First, you'll get a gift card from First, Esther Price Candy, Dots Pretzels, Marion's Piazza, Boston Stoker Coffee, dressing from the Pine Club, and of course, yesterday confirmed they're going to add Cheez-Its to the basket, which that should be. It should be. Plus, you'll get the Evening Edge with Todd coffee mug. We have an idiot of the week.
You are a stupid idiot!
Comes from upbringing. Parents are probably idiots too.
Idiot! Imbecile pig!
Wake up, idiot!
Silly dilly dilly, I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's true.
Well, this story is from the UK. Now, the guy, I don't think the guy is necessarily an idiot because he's a content creator. He's one of these guys and that creates videos. They put them out there on the TikTok. So lots of times they're going to do crazy, weird, unusual things. Well, in this instance, this guy, his name is Carmi Saletto. He's 26. He lives in London. His gig is that he tries pricey food, like food that's really, really off the charts expensive, and he reviews it, which I think is kind of a good idea. But he came across a coffee shop in London called Shot London, and they offer luxury coffees. My idiot, I think, is more the people that would go in and actually spend the kind of money for a cup of coffee at this place. Now, we go to the Starbucks, we go to the Dunkin', we all know we overpay for our coffee. We just know we do, but we do it willingly. Well, some of us do, at least. This guy paid for a cup of coffee. It's a type of Arabica bean called a Typica bean, and it's from Japan. And this cup of coffee, you ready for this? $343. There's people out there that are, oh yeah, let's try that. So if you think you pay too much for your coffee, I guess you could be paying more. But somebody out there is doing that, and they probably do it frequently. So I think anybody who spends that much money on a cup of coffee, certainly an idiot.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Here we go.
We'll break in whenever you need to know about approaching severe weather. WHIO.
Don't hesitate to call.
You call me.
You better call me.
Damn it, get me a phone.
Call me on my radio.
I'm gonna call you. You got him on the radio?
You won't make a simple phone call?
What is wrong with you?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just gonna wing it?
I think I'm just going to wing it. Wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. And it is Wing It Wednesday. Opportunity for a local nonprofit to come in to the show and hijack the WHIO airwaves for half an hour or so to talk about what they do in the community. And today we have a whole team. This is great. Let me introduce them one by one. From my left to right, we have Amanda.
Hello.
We have Joyce.
Hello.
And we have Ann.
Hello.
So we have these three lovely women. They're here from the Kettering Fairmont Band Boosters. And, that I'll be honest, I was surprised when I heard from you because I wouldn't automatically think of a high school band booster program being a 501c3, but you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got it.
And with all the funding cuts with schools and programs over the last, decades or whatever, they need extra help. So
Absolutely.
This is where you guys come in, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So, Ann, you're the one who reached out to me. You're in charge of fundraising. And we'll get to Amanda and Joyce here in a second. Amanda's just the president.
That's right.
I mean, she's got the power. She's got the she's got the hammer to come down on people when they're not doing what they're supposed to do. But you are the money.
But Joyce handles the money. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've been
that's right.
given
You're
to
the
her,
treasurer.
so.
They only need me because of Ann.
So,
That's it.
so because you were the best counter.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah. So, and let's talk about the fundraising and the different things that you guys do with the band. I mean, obviously, I grew up in Beaver Creek. I wasn't in band. I had many friends who were in band. And the one thing I know they always look forward to every single year, and they still do it, it's the grapefruit sale. Do you guys do that?
We do not.
Oh, man, you should really consider citrus. You really should.
Our vitamin C. Yeah, that is really important. We don't want scurvy.
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
I'm so glad Beaver Creek does not have scurvy. So
that's right. We took care of our scurvy problem a long time ago. But anyway, let's talk about some of the
What?
You ladies have got me all sort of.
You need a grapefruit.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the fundraising efforts that you guys have going on.
All right. Well, we do a lot of dine to donate. So we are very fortunate to have a lot of community support. We have a couple sponsors, which are Canes and Skyline, who are kind enough to do dine to donates for us, meaning that we go in there, we purchase a meal, and then they give us a small percentage of
that's
that
cool.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have gone to several other local restaurants around town and to make more money. But we also have very large events. We have our Kettering Fairmont Kettering Classic, which is our band competition in the fall. We have 16 other bands that come in.
Now, are they all from just locally, or do you have them come from all over?
They come from, well, we've had them coming from Wilmington. We've had them come from
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's open. It's sent out to quite a few people. Did we have Kentucky at one time? Did they come? Yeah. Beaver Creek will come. It just kind of, because there's so many that go on in the fall.
Yeah.
And we do have at like Centerville, we've had them come in. And then we host an indoor percussion
in Winter Guard.
Winter Guard.
Okay.
Yes.
In the winter. So we just finished that 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Huge event that we host in the Trent Arena at the high school.
Okay.
That helps bring us some revenue. And then this year we are starting our first 5K. We are going to do that May 4th. So
will the band be playing? That's the most important thing.
Yes,
will you have maybe throughout the course? You've got members of the band at different points.
Yep.
You know, playing encouraging music. You know, like Eye of the Tiger or Rocky or
absolutely.
You know, something like that. That would be kind of cool.
Yep. So that's what we want to do. We plan to do. We actually have some of the businesses that will allow the band to come and play at the restaurant if weather permits, things like that.
Sure.
We go down to Dayton Dragons to watch a baseball game, and they've offered to allow us to play there at some time. So we're going to try to get into the plaza and play there. So that'll be
that's
fun.
cool. Like a what do they call what is it, like a mob dance?
There you go.
You know,
Flash mob.
Flash mob. That's right. That's right. You need a flash band.
Yeah, there you go.
Just smuggle your trumpets and trombones in somehow. And then at the appropriate time, you just stand up and start playing. That's cool.
We're trying to get into play at the plaza. So we're hoping to do that.
So when you have these fundraisers, I mean, there's all kinds of expenses, and we know it's not just it's like with athletics. You've got all the equipment, all of the gear, paying for facilities and paying coaches and all of these things. I mean, I'm assuming it's the same kind of thing, obviously, with band, but I would think even more so because, my gosh, there's, maybe 20 kids on a soccer team or whatever, but you've got, I don't know how many.
Close to 200 with Kettering Fairmont.
That is that's a huge group of kids.
It's the largest organization of students at Kettering Fairmont.
Wow. Yeah. So what kind of things do you guys end up spending your hard-earned money on?
Food, food, uniforms,
music, show design, props,
transportation,
travel,
the staff that are there to help support the kids. Just a plethora of things.
Well, and here's the thing that's interesting. You were talking about the staff that supports the students. And I remember this, and you kind of alluded to this before we started chatting. The amount of time that it takes for learning, so these marching band kids, they're out there for 12 hours a day, I think you said.
Yeah.
When I was in high school and I played soccer, we might have 2-a-days during conditioning season, but we'd have a break. We go 2 hours, we take a break for 4 or 5 hours, and then we come back in the afternoon. These band students are there, you said, from 9 in the morning until 9 at night, and they get an hour off
for lunch and an hour for dinner, so 2 hours.
Yep. Wow, that is crazy. But you got to have people there to help organize all that. You got 200 high school kids running crazy. You need that. You need that kind of support.
Right.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Where the band boosters come in.
Right. Now, how many people are in your organization?
So our band booster organization is made up of kind of a governing body. That's the executive board, which the 3 of us serve on with 4 others. I think there's 7 of us total.
Okay.
And then we have staff support from the music directors as well. So in addition to the jobs we do, we basically have a group of, I would say, a steady group of 40 to 50 parents that we would lump into that booster pool. And those parents are always helping. We gather volunteers for the events that we host. We gather volunteers for the week of band camp, because feeding 200 kids is a huge task. So we're always working with other parents or guardians in the booster organization to fill those needs to help support the program and the students.
Wow. Yeah. Now, you talked about some of the funds going towards designing a show. Now, as somebody who, again, was not in marching band, I mean, you can see it on the field. You see what they do, but what's involved with that? I mean, how does that go about being put together?
So I can tell you, when I was in high school marching band.
First, what instrument did you play?
I played clarinet.
Played clarinet, okay.
And I loved it.
Joyce, were you in band?
I was in band. I played clarinet too.
And
I played trumpet.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's always one of those.
What did you want us to play?
I didn't care. I was hoping for
like tuba players.
The oboe. Is that a marching band?
An oboe, but it's okay.
Yeah. or electric guitar? You have that in the band?
We have that.
Yeah, that's cool.
The marching violin.
But go ahead, Amanda. I didn't mean to interrupt
Yeah,
you.
no. So when we talk about, putting a show together, you're literally looking at plots on a field, and
Yeah.
each student represents a plot. And from one set to the next, you're marching to your plotted place on the field. Since my time in band, it's gotten a lot more advanced. We used paint chips to mark our plot on the field, and you would walk from one place
Paint chips?
chip to the other. Yeah.
Leaded paint chips? Was it that long ago?
Possibly. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a lot of work. Precision. We talked about precision.
Yeah.
So the number of steps it takes to get from one place to the other. A lot of endurance. So I think our typical shows are 6 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes. And by the time the kids come off the field, you can see steam coming from
Oh,
their
they're
heads.
exhausted. I mean, they are essentially sprinting.
Yes.
Even though they're not sprinting in the traditional sense of maybe like in a sports game or whatever, they are constantly moving, and they've got to stand, sort of erect and, you know what I mean? Very not stiff, but however that is, whatever that term is, and also they're carrying around these gigantic instruments, and they're trying to breathe. While they walk and play.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't, the joke, I couldn't chew gum and walk at the same time, let alone play an instrument and walk. That's insane.
And
That's a crazy talent.
I would like to say this past marching band season, we had an all-girl drum bass line, which
nice.
I've never seen before, and that was really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
very cool.
awesome. That's awesome. So you got about 200 kids. Now, we're all used to hearing about athletes getting scholarships to go to college, but I know that there are scholarships available for the high school band members. Like, what would you say? How many of your band members go from high school into college to perform? Is that like a small number, or is that like a really rare thing? I'm just curious out of my own interest. I'd like to know that. I mean,
are you talking about in terms of wanting to make that their career, or just
just like like in athletics, a coach from college sees that, oh, this person has a talent, I'd like them to come play at my school. I would assume the same thing kind of happens with the band, right? I mean, is there?
I think so. I think the number is probably a lot smaller.
Okay.
Maybe 1 to 3.
Okay.
In a group. Again, when I was in high school, because I'm just speaking from experience.
Sure.
It was about that number. Now, I have a friend from high school who went on to be very successful. He's working with the school district who has won the national championships for high school marching band.
Wow.
So I think it's just like a kid that has that spark and passion to want to make that a career. And I think if they have the passion to do it, they can certainly be successful in it.
And there's a lot of time commitment, because I've been looking into that too, because my son would love to do it when he goes on to college. And just you see all these parent comments and stuff, like, it's a lot of work, but they love it. I mean, it's just ingrained in these kids.
Right.
And I will say at Kettering, I would say majority of these kids that I hear, they all want to be in music education.
Awesome.
They are so passionate about band.
When we come back, because we got to take a quick break here, I'd like to sort of talk about the main fundraiser thing that you have coming up and how people can get involved, learn more, and donate. Okay.
Yep. Super.
Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize.
You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Now from the WHIO News Center, here are the 3 big things you need to know. The Federal Reserve keeps interest rates the same and says inflation is still possible this year. Fire investigators say the blaze that damaged the Overfield Tavern in Troy last year started as an electrical issue in the boiler room. And our current top local story, storm chances for part of the Miami Valley coming in the overnight hours.
This traffic report is sponsored by Grismer Tire and Auto Service. Expert brake repair you can trust. Make sure you can stop when you need to the most. Get a little peace of mind by making an appointment today with your trusted brake repair experts at GrismerTire.com.
I-75 with at least a couple lanes of traffic very slow. Looks like a bus is blocking the right shoulder, part of the right lane. Traffic backed up from before Benchwood to way beyond Needmore. It looks like about a 15-minute delay. I'm Will Harris, WHIO Triple Team Traffic.
Now here's the Miami Valley's most accurate and dependable forecast.
From this evening into tonight, we'll be watching a line of thunderstorms moving in. Arrival time around 10 p.m. across our western communities, clearing the Miami Valley by 2 in the morning. Some of these thunderstorms could produce damaging wind gusts, and there's even a threat of a brief isolated tornado. Low temperature tonight of 42 degrees. For Thursday, a chance of rain and snow showers, highs in the lower 40s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Cheney for Dayton's Severe Weather Station, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
The latest scan of the live Doppler 7 radar. We're seeing some pop-up showers, very light in Shelby and Clark counties. We're seeing some rain coming in from Indiana as well as heading our way. It is currently 66 in Huber Heights and 67 in Dayton. These stories and more coming up. Our next scheduled newscast is at 6 o'clock. I'm Ron Otto, WHIO Continuing News.
I'm Sergeant Mark, and traffic is sponsored by Specialty Motorworks. Not everyone has the knowledge, skills, and tools to work on foreign cars. We have 40 years of import service and repair experience. Trust your car to Specialty Motorworks on Springboro Pike in West Carrollton.
I'm Lee. And you know how certain smells bring back memories? Well, for me, that smell is strawberry. Growing up, my family owned a strawberry farm, and strawberries were literally everywhere. Have you ever had a grilled cheese and strawberry sandwich?
Broadcasting live from the McAfee Heating, Air, and Plumbing Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. This is WHIO Dayton and WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. All news, all the time.
UD is back in action tonight. We'll have that for you at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
You go in there, you're going to have to call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. It is Wing It Wednesday, and we're here with Amanda, Joyce, and Ann. They're from the Kettering Fairmont Band Boosters. We just have a couple of moments left. Amanda, you wanted to say something real quick before we go.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention to you our booster program also supports our winter groups, which includes our indoor percussion and our indoor winter guard, which are both doing very well this season. So we're an all year round support organization.
Awesome. And Ann, hit us with a website where people can go to get more details or help support the Kettering Fairmont High School Band.
Well, with our upcoming 5K, go to speedyfeet.com and sign up for Band on the Run, which is May 4th at 10 o'clock a.m. And it's at the Fairmont School Grounds. And you can find a lot of our posts on Facebook. With we usually post on Kettering Everything and all around, and we are
cool.
KetteringMusic.org.
Awesome. If you're gonna call it Wings on the or what'd you call it?
Band on the
Run. You better be playing some Wings. The band Wings,
and you're
right?
eating wings.
And my wings. Thank you. You got them from the Red Carpet Tavern on Wayne Avenue.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for your time.
Have a great Thursday night. Is it Thursday? It's Wednesday. I don't know. Go Flyers. I'm all screwed up. Have a great night.
Howdy.